What exactly is this? And where exactly did it come from?
Something intriguing is always happening in our universe. From discovering new minerals and meteorites to seeing a superbolide meteor streaking across the sky.
Doorbell and CCTV cameras never sleep. A network of specialist Meteor cameras also captured it.
Today, though, we're focusing on something truly extraordinary, a recent meteorite impact that could turn our understanding of the cosmos on its head.
All the bits together only weigh 548 grams and date back 4.6 billion years.
Inside this fallen star, there might be clues hinting at alien technology. Buckle up, we're in for some astonishing revelations.
In between Mars and Jupiter lies a realm of rocky worlds. This is where that rock came from.
Meteor captured on Doorbell cameras in England. On one Sunday in February 2021, just before the clock struck 22 GMT, a spectacular meteor streaked across the English skyline, turning heads and sparking curiosity nationwide. The brilliant flash was no firework, though that's what some spectators first thought. Instead, it was a genuine celestial event, catching the eyes and cameras of many, from casual onlookers to the scientifically inclined.
Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week.
The main attraction, Doorbell cameras, those little guardians of our front doors, proved to be the unexpected heroes, capturing this fleeting moment in cosmic history. Homeowners excitedly shared footage of the sky-high spectacle from neighborhood porches across England. The Meteor, a dazzling fireball believed to be a fragment of an asteroid, blazed its way through the atmosphere for a captivating 7 seconds. In Milton Keynes, 52-year-old Ivor Lafford was lounging with some late-night TV when the sky lit up. His first instinct was to check the Nest doorbell footage. Sure enough, their camera had snagged an incredible shot of the meteor zooming past their neighbor's house. Ivor mentioned that other residents with similar setups likely got their own stellar shots. His young son, just 8 years old and currently battling through chemotherapy, found a moment of joy in the astronomical excitement, adding a heartfelt touch to the spectacle. Social media buzzed with activity as clips of the meteor popped up on platforms like Twitter. Residents from Apley Bridge and Monk's Path shared their own views of the event, while Lee Moran from another local area posted a clip framed by the hanging plants on his porch, a rustic yet magical perspective. This celestial visitor wasn't just a feast for the eyes. It came with a sonic boom that echoed across southern England, audible from Ireland all the way to the Netherlands. The UK Fireball Alliance, UKAFall, a group dedicated to these cosmic wonders, received over 758 reports about this particular fireball. It's shaping up to possibly be the most reported meteor event ever. Jim Rowe from UKAFall highlighted the increasing significance of humble doorbell cameras in astronomical research. Paired with professional equipment, these household gadgets offer consistent monitoring and have become invaluable in tracking such transient events. Across the UK, UKAFall maintains over 30 dedicated cameras that keep an eye on the skies. This time around, 6 of them, located as far afield as Cardiff, Manchester, and Cambridge, managed to capture this meteoric performance. While the meteor fragmented before making a landfall, Dr. Catherine Joy from the University of Manchester suggests there might still be pieces out there. She advises any lucky finders of meteorite fragments to photograph them where they lie and refrain from handling them directly to preserve their scientific value.
Which one is cuter? Like for the dog, comment for the cat.
Carbonaceous Condrite. It's one thing to catch a meteorite hitting your backyard on camera, but it's quite another to know what's really inside, leaving many guessing about possible extraterrestrial activity. The guest of honor, the Winchcombe meteorite, which crash-landed in Gloucestershire, UK. Now, you might wonder why scientists are so excited about this chunk of space debris. Well, it turns out this isn't your garden-variety meteorite, but a rare carbonaceous chondrite, one of the most ancient materials known, offering a snapshot of the solar system's formation around 4.6 billion years ago. This type of meteorite is a real treasure trove because it carries minerals, water, and organic compounds. Yep, water and organic stuff that are thought to have kick-started life on Earth. The plot thickens when you learn that the water in the Winchcombe meteorite closely matches the chemical makeup of our own oceans. It's like finding a piece of the original recipe for Earth's soup. And there's more. These carbonaceous chondrites pack amino acids. Those are the building blocks for proteins and DNA, making them prime candidates for delivering life's starters right to our doorstep. The Winchcombe meteorite becoming a local celebrity isn't just about its rarity. It's about these incredible ingredients that are essential for life. Now, the cherry on top, this meteorite was scooped up almost immediately after it landed. This quick recovery meant no earthly contaminants had time to crash the party, giving scientists a pristine peek into the past. Imagine getting to study such a specimen that's as fresh as it was billions of years ago that got scientists over the moon. With such a well-preserved sample, researchers have been able to dive deep into its chemical secrets, exploring the very essence of our solar system's early days. Every test, every analysis brings us closer to understanding how life might have started, not just here, but perhaps across the universe. So, after hearing all that, wouldn't you be intrigued to know what other secrets the cosmos might be holding? What if I told you that the next finding could turn our understanding of space upside down? New minerals inside the meteorite that hit Earth. Let's talk about a rather hefty space rock known as the El Ali meteorite, which crash-landed near El Ali in Somalia. Fast forward to the lab, where the brilliant minds at the University of Alberta had a field day, discovering not one, but two never-before-seen minerals hidden inside this celestial visitor. These new minerals, dubbed elalite and elkinstantonite, are not your everyday find. Eulalia took its name straight from the meteorite itself, while elkinstantonite was named to honor Lindy Elkins Stanton, a bigwig in planetary science spearheading NASA's Psyche mission. What's truly impressive is how quickly these minerals were identified within a day. Thanks to some nifty pre-existing data on their lab-synthesized cousins, the team could confirm their findings in record time. Now, why is this discovery turning heads? Besides adding new entries to our mineral dictionary, it's a big deal because it unveils unique conditions under which the meteorite was formed. The lead researcher, Chris Hurd, was pumped, noting that finding new minerals means the actual geological conditions, the chemistry of the rock, were different than what's been found before. This peek into the meteorite's past opens up a treasure trove of possibilities for how these minerals could revolutionize material science, paving the way for new industrial applications. Speaking of the meteorite, this rock isn't just a pebble. It tipped the scales at an astonishing 15.2 tons, making it one of the largest meteorites ever found. Although it's been carted off to China, which might put a bit of a wrench in further studies, the discovery of elalite and elkinstantonite has already given scientists precious clues about the origins and history of asteroids. So, as you wrap your head around this mind-bending find, you might be wondering what other secrets the cosmos has up its sleeve. Who knows what the next chunk of space rock will reveal? Magnetic properties. This meteorite, packed with mind-boggling magnetic secrets, crash-landed on Earth and provided scientists with a treasure trove of insights, especially about its iron-rich composition. This space rock carried faint yet detectable magnetic fields, whispering tales of its ancient cosmic journey and formation. Now, let's dive into one of the coolest features found inside this interstellar visitor, the cloudy zones. Imagine tiny islands, no bigger than nanoscale, tightly packed together in a sea of minerals. These zones are bustling with a mineral called tetrataenite. Think of it as a delicious layer cake made up of iron and nickel. What's wild is that this mineral only forms under the chill vibes of slow cooling, way back in the heart of the meteorite's parent body. This setup isn't just cool to look at under a microscope. It's like a historical archive of the ancient magnetic fields that danced around the meteorite's original celestial home. But why does this matter, you ask? Well, these nanoscale magnetic regions hold the secrets to understanding magnetic fields in space. Researchers from Yale University, along with their brainy buddies from other institutions, have a theory. They believe these magnetic fields might have sparked to life from the chaos of asteroid collisions billions of years ago. When these cosmic fragments got back together, they didn't just stick. They sometimes whipped up new magnetic fields. These fields got frozen in time within the materials, allowing scientists today to study them long after the meteorites made their grand entrance to Earth. Using some seriously high-tech gadgets like scanning electron microscopy and X-ray diffraction, these researchers can peek into the very core of the meteorite to explore these magnetic wonders. And what they're finding is not just a cool science fact, it's a window into the early days of our solar system. This discovery isn't just about understanding how space rocks get their magnetism on, it also sheds light on how planetary bodies might fire up their own magnetic fields. Understanding these magnetic signatures gives us clues about how planets and other celestial bodies form and mingle with their cosmic environments. Isotopic evidence. Ever had a rock from space tell you a cosmic tale? Well, when a meteorite made its grand entrance onto Earth, it brought with it more than just a crash landing. It brought secrets from the far reaches of our solar system, wrapped up in isotopes. This isn't just any space rock, it's a vault of information about the universe. Researchers got their hands on this meteorite, and they hit the jackpot. It turns out this traveler from the cosmos had a story to tell through its isotopic evidence, especially with oxygen and chromium isotopes that are like nothing we have here on Earth. The plot thickens with the oxygen isotopes. These weren't just any old oxygen isotopes. Their unique ratios were a telltale sign that this rock hailed from the outer realms of the solar system, possibly from the bustling asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. It's like finding a piece of a cosmic puzzle that you didn't even know was missing. And then there's the chromium. This isn't your everyday element. The chromium isotopes revealed that our intrepid meteorite wasn't just a simple chunk of rock. It was a mix of materials from both the inner sanctum and the outskirts of the solar system. This suggests a sort of cosmic blender was at work during the early days of the solar system, mixing up materials from different neighborhoods. Imagine tracing the path of this meteorite as it zigzagged through space, dodging planets and asteroids for millions of years before Earth's gravity gave it an irresistible pull. Scientists used the isotopic fingerprints in oxygen and chromium to map out this epic journey, offering clues about its extraterrestrial origins and a timeline out of this world. These isotopic signatures aren't just cool trivia. They help scientists piece together the grand story of how the materials that make up planets and asteroids were shuffled and reshuffled in the solar system's formative years. Every measurement of these isotopes adds a line to the cosmic narrative, expanding our understanding of the universe's history and structure. And just when you think it can't get any more intriguing, the sixth discovery seems to bring its own mystery. Russian Meteor. On February 15, 2013, just as everyone was starting their day, the skies above Chelyabinsk, Russia, suddenly lit up with a spectacle that was anything but ordinary. This wasn't your average shooting star, but a superbolide meteor which streaked across the sky with a dazzling brilliance that outshone the sun. Yes, brighter than the sun. People up to 100 kilometers away could see the blinding flash. Some even felt the heat wave radiating from this fiery visitor. Now, the meteor was hurtling towards Earth at a speed of about 60,000 to 69,000 kilometers h. This celestial rock, about 20 meters wide, give or take a few, was no lightweight either. Weighing in at an estimated 12,000 to 13,000 tons, it was heavier than the Eiffel Tower. As it blasted through the atmosphere at this incredible speed and shallow angle, it couldn't quite keep itself together. It exploded in a massive airburst at about 18.5 miles above the ground. This wasn't just a flash in the pan. The explosion released energy equivalent to 400 to 500 kilotons of TNT. To put that into perspective, that's 26 to 33 times the energy unleashed by the atomic bomb in Hiroshima. The aftermath was just as dramatic. The explosion didn't just send a shockwave, it shattered windows and rocked buildings, affecting structures across 6 cities. Imagine that, all from a rock from space. In the sub-freezing temperatures, authorities had their hands full repairing the damage. Thankfully, the injuries reported were not from the meteor itself, but from the effects of the blast, like flying glass from those shattered windows. This meteor event, unnoticed before it entered our atmosphere due to its radiant being near the sun, is the largest known natural object to make such an entrance since the 1908 event in Tunguska, which wiped out a vast area of Siberian forest. If you thought that was intense, just wait until you hear about this other close encounter Earth has had. Giant fireball meteor crashes into China's Yushu city. Early on a Wednesday morning, residents of Yushu, a city tucked away in northwestern China, were treated to an unexpected light show when what appeared to be a fireball plummeted from the heavens. The fiery spectacle didn't just light up the sky, it came with a resounding boom that reverberated through the city, sparking a buzz across social media platforms. The drama unfolded over the county of Nangqian in Qinghai province, where a giant orb of flame streaked across the dawn sky, captured in a viral YouTube video that left viewers around the globe in awe. Despite the array of photos and clips making rounds on the internet, the exact nature of this celestial visitor remains a hot topic of debate among locals and experts alike. Was it a meteorite or something even more extraordinary? China's local media hinted at the possibility of a radiant meteorite, a suggestion echoed by some scientists. Yet, as thrilling as the spectacle was, the details surrounding this fiery descent are as murky as a foggy morning in Beijing. The incident, which reportedly occurred around 7 a.m., thankfully resulted in no casualties, a small mercy in an event of such explosive intensity. Eyewitnesses had quite the tale to tell. Dan Ba, a local parent, recounted his awe-inspiring encounter while on the school run, describing how the fireball grew from a speck to a blinding beacon in just 3 minutes. Meanwhile, passengers aboard a flight from Xi'an to Lhasa managed to catch the phenomenon on film as the fireball made its earthbound plunge. China's Earthquake Network Center confirmed the event, pinpointing the suspected meteorites landing between Nangqian and Yushu counties around 7:25 a.m. The local government in Nangqian acknowledged the incident, but admitted to being in the dark about the full scope of what had happened. Meteorites hitting Earth isn't a daily news headline, but it's not as rare as you might think. According to NASA, a whopping 50,000 meteorites shower our planet each year, though them zooming down in or near populated areas adds a layer of rarity and risk to the celestial phenomenon. So, what's next for the residents of Yushu and skywatchers around the world? While this incident leaves us with more questions than answers, one thing's for sure. The sky's never just blue. It's a canvas for the universe's most spectacular mysteries. And who knows what might fall from the sky next? You'd be surprised what the next video might reveal. Comet fragment over parts of Spain and Portugal. Saturday night in March 2024 turned into quite the show over Spain and Portugal. A brilliant flash of blue, green, and white lit up the night, courtesy of a high-speed visitor from outer space. Yes, a shard from an unidentified comet was zipping along at an eye-watering speed of 100,000 miles per hour when it decided to make its grand entrance at precisely 11:46 p.m. Now, this wasn't your average space rock. This particular visitor traced back to a comet, a pretty old member of our solar system, possibly dating back to its very inception. Unlike the asteroids that tend to keep to themselves, comets like to show off now and then, treating us to meteor showers such as the Perseids in August. But this time, we got more than the usual sprinkling of shooting stars. We got a full-on light show. Meg Schwamb, a planetary astronomer, suggests that the sheer size of this Comet Shard could be why we were treated to such a spectacle. As it barreled towards Earth, it heated up the air ahead of it to such an extent that it lit up, and then, at about 37 miles above the Atlantic Ocean, it went out in a blaze of glory. And while it didn't grace us with any souvenirs on the ground, it sure left us with something to talk about. But nobody saw it coming. Juan Luis Cano from the European Space Agency pointed out that this cosmic fireball was a sneak attack. Remember the 2013 Chelyabinsk meteor in Russia? Over 1,200 people felt that impact, literally, and it too had slipped past our cosmic defenses unnoticed. Now, if you're starting to worry about these space rocks playing ding-dong ditch on a planetary scale, fear not. We're stepping up our game. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory, set to begin operations soon in Chile, is like a watchtower in the night. It will make it much harder for these celestial sneak attack artists to go undetected, helping us spot the smaller, fainter objects that might otherwise slip through. As we wrap up this astronomical highlight reel, let's just say the skies picked a dramatic way to remind us that Earth is still very much in the cosmic ring, dodging, weaving, and occasionally taking a hit in the grand game of planetary defense. You'd be surprised to hear what else the universe has tossed our way. Bright meteor falling above Colorado. Nothing quite wakes you up like a sky-high spectacle. And that's exactly what happened in Colorado early Sunday morning when a blazing fireball lit up the sky. Yes, a fireball, not a spotlight for the latest blockbuster premiere, but an actual meteor zooming past, courtesy of the cosmos. The scene was so brilliant that it caught the attention of cameras and sleepy eyes alike at around 3:30 a.m. Described by NASA as an unusually bright meteor, this celestial rock star made quite the entrance. It wasn't just any meteor. It was a fireball, which means it was dazzlingly bright. Several astute night owls managed to catch this light show on video. Imagine cruising along the road between Wiggins and Roggen, west of Fort Morgan, when suddenly the sky steals the show. One such video captures just that, turning a routine drive into an unforgettable cosmic encounter. Luke and Melanie McComey were near Horsetooth Mountain, west of Fort Collins, when they also snagged a video of the meteor. As if that wasn't enough, over in Aurora, Eric Whittlesey captured not one, but two videos of the blazing visitor. He reported that the meteor hurtled through the sky at a breakneck pace, lighting up the neighborhood like a daytime TV drama set. In these videos, the meteor isn't just a fleeting streak. It flares up, bursting into a brilliant display before scattering into smaller pieces and fading into the night sky. It's like nature's version of a cliffhanger, leaving you wanting more. This wasn't a solitary event witnessed by a lone night owl. At least 37 people reported seeing the meteor to the non-profit American Meteor Society, which confirmed the occurrence. The timestamps on these sightings, between 3:30 a.m. and 3:35 a.m., reports flooded in from all over, mostly from the northern half of Colorado, around the Denver metro area. Still, the spectacle was so grand that it was seen as far south as Santa Fe, New Mexico, and as far north as Casper, Wyoming. Descriptions varied slightly. Some called it a big red fireball. One observer even said the light from the meteor illuminated their entire block. Talk about a natural spotlight. Interestingly, some reports mentioned hearing a sound shortly after the meteor streaked across the sky. What could it be? Sonic boom? Cosmic applause? We may never know. The American Meteor Society estimates that the meteor traveled a path from around Allens Park to just south of Idaho Springs, in the mountains west of the Denver metro. Just picturing that trajectory can send shivers down your spine. Did this event spark your interest in celestial phenomena? Just when you thought it was all over, a rare green fireball appeared on the radar in Australia. Green fireball explodes over Australia. Oh, what a spectacle it was. On an otherwise ordinary evening in Queensland, Australia, the sky decided to put on a show that would leave everyone talking. At precisely 9:22 p.m. on May 20th, those near Cairns Airport were treated to an unexpected guest from outer space. A meteor, not just any meteor, but a vivid green one, exploded mid-air, turning the night into day for a fleeting moment. The explosion sent a brilliant flash of green and white light streaking across the sky, followed by a resounding bang that rattled windows and jolted residents from their evening routines. Imagine the shock of looking up to see the night sky illuminated in such an otherworldly color, captured on every device imaginable, from smartphones to security cameras. This celestial event was visible up to 370 miles away in Normanton, while the sonic boom echoed over Croydon. It's not every day that the heavens burst open with such drama. Brad Tucker, an astrophysicist at Australian National University, shed some light on our unexpected visitor. Tucker speculated that any remnants of this meteorite would likely be minuscule and possibly still chilly from their space journey. Now, why green, you ask? Well, it's all about the ingredients. This particular meteor was packed with metals like iron and nickel, which gave it that spectacular emerald glow as it burned up in our atmosphere. Most meteors shine white or yellow as they vaporize, but the green ones, like this showstopper, are relatively rare and all the more mesmerizing. Such events aren't as rare as you might think, though. Between 2017 and 2022, about 3,000 bolides, that's the fancy term for meteors that explode in the atmosphere, were detected around the globe. Despite this, only a handful are witnessed each year, largely because they tend to light up over oceans or deserted regions. That's all for today's video. So, what do you think about this incredible discovery? Could the meteorites really contain alien technology? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more exciting updates on this unfolding mystery.